We're hunting and striking death and destruction from above.
I do not want to authorize this level of violence and destruction, but if Qatar's LNG is attacked again, I will not hesitate to do so.
And European gas prices are up 30%.
Phew, the fire. This is absolutely looking like World War III. And who just actually said it? I mean, unless it's World War IV. It depends on how you're counting. Did World War V? Two officials admit they are preparing. Are you guys preparing too? For possible nuclear weapon use in Iran. So from the people who brought you the wonderful vid shall bring you nuclear war. Who put these guys in charge? And energy. We are dropping bombs on energy. Well, not just us. Iran. No one is telling you how effed global energy and your prices as your plane doesn't board because they canceled it. The airports are a complete flustercluck. Well, why? Are you running at a loss? Because you paid that $300 ticket, but gas is like $1,000. Oof, we're going to have to push this one. Also, 100% of the time, when oil prices surge 50%, which they did, it is a guaranteed recession. What does a recession looks like? You know, your portfolio that put in the death cross and is now below the 200-day moving average, which as a swing trader, it's time to short. That's not good if you're a buy and hodler. Also, the banks are coming out saying, oh, you want to short this thing? How about private credit? This is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Look at that thing go. They're setting up a fund to short it just for you, just one button. So if you thought 2008 was bad, you haven't seen nothing yet. But I think with 90% of you not subscribed to this channel, would you just hit the subscribe button and following me? We talk about what's going to happen in the future. You guys are all on board with this. And even if I were to poll you, this is really bad. I don't know how the news is like, oh, everything's okay. I know sometimes I take heat for that because they're like, well, it's Trump and the media. The media's liberal. Trump is not. And they're going to say the economy's bad. Come on, who you fooling? Republican or Democrat, you have a brain. You know what's going on, as almost half of all Americans. Fear of, quote, total economic collapse in the next 10 years. Let me help you with this. I think you're being way too optimistic. Try 0. Or if you want to be optimistic, I will give that to you. How about 1? I'll give you 1. While everyone is talking about nuclear weapon use and bombs and all this, energy. That would be this stuff that happens after you drop the bomb. Kind of like what's happening in Australia. You guys are almost out 1 month before the energy crisis. It's global and they're wiping out gas. And it is not stopping. It just keeps going. Also, press, hey, you probably want to back away if, yeah, that probably wasn't a good place to stand. If there is a gigantic crater, kids, okay, because someone just bombed it, they're probably going to continue. Also, good job on hearing the missile and then running. You just probably saved your life, even though Grok cannot confirm. But with all these bombs being dropped, these aren't just some facility in Qatar. The one that was just blown up produces 30%. That's a lot of the entire world's gas. And with 30% gone, how do you think that affects you? Actually, the cost that it took to build this, and let me see if I can find this for you. Thank you, Kitty. We incurred a $20 billion loss of the facility, just like that. You see that missile come down? $20 billion. We built for $26 billion 2 years ago, and it's gone. And just like that, when energy gets destroyed, so do people's lifestyle. Australia. How about Scandinavian Airlines? Let's cancel 1,000 flights. This will cause gas prices in Europe, especially Europe, parabolic. So if we ain't in a recession yet, anytime you cross this, it's 100%. So maybe this will be the first time. Highly doubt it. So buckle up, Buttercup. Also, make money on the way down while we enter World War III or IV. Again, I don't know, how we're counting. Holy, can I buy a vowel? World War III. This is insane. And this is really happening. Arab countries, they're coming together. Yeah, okay. All right, America. United States, Israel, we gotta come together. Never thought I'd see this before. Hey, that one world government's really shaping up.
Watching the White House right now, President Trump is about to meet with Japan's prime minister. This is a critical moment. The president demanding U.S. allies contribute more as we, along with Israel, knock down a nuclear-thirsty enemy in Iran and protect key oil shipping lanes in the Middle East. A new joint statement from Japan and other allies signaling they are ready to help secure the shipping now through the Strait of Hormuz and support efforts to stabilize global energy supplies. Now, that's counter to what some of them have previously said.
And this is usually what happens when the people get upset at their governments, like the Strait of Hormuz being closed and energy prices going through the roof. They got to kind of come together and to figure this thing out. I am also hearing from news sources that Trump's a little angry. We'll get to that. Donald Trump has no control over Iran. I'm going to disagree with that one. And over Iran war as Israel lashes out in anger. So who's angry, Israel or Trump? This just in, I guess Netanyahu is alive. That has to be the reason why you made so much money in the stock market today. Did you see that thing flip? What a swing trade. But we will get to that in a second. More on anger and all this stuff. Well, and more specifically, Trump's like, there will be no more attacks on energy. Otherwise, we will kill you more.
Iran followed through on its threats to launch massive attacks on energy facilities across the Persian Gulf on its neighbors, and European gas prices are up 30%. This all comes after Israel launched that massive attack, as we just heard from Trey, on the largest gas field in the world off the coast of Qatar that is shared by Qatar and Iran. President Trump reacting to the news, taking to Truth Social, saying, quote, "The United States knew nothing about this particular attack, and the country of Qatar was in no way, shape, or form involved with it, nor did it have any idea that it was going to happen. No more attacks will be made by Israel pertaining to this extremely important and valuable South Pars field unless Iran unwisely decides to attack a very innocent, in this case, Qatar." Now, Iran's South Pars gas field is located in the Persian Gulf and is shared with Qatar, as I just mentioned. It supplies a major portion of Iran's domestic gas and is critical to energy exports. The vast majority of Qatar's gas ships to Asia, with China the principal buyer. It's worth noting, guys, the United States exports the most liquefied natural gas in the world, a steep rise as U.S. LNG exports were effectively zero back in 2016. As a result of these attacks, oil prices have spiked. Iran has also struck oil and gas fields here in the UAE, as well as Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Iran fired ballistic missiles at Riyadh, while diplomats from neighboring Gulf countries, as well as ministers from Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan, Azerbaijan, were meeting. The top diplomat here in the Emirates issuing a blistering statement about Iran's latest attack here, saying, quote, "The ministry emphasized that this terrorist attack, which targeted the country's infrastructure and oil facilities, represents a direct threat to the security and stability of the region and its people, as well as to the global energy security."
So breaking news, if you're like, oh, good, okay, so this is starting to come to an end. We won't bomb, they won't bomb, everyone go back to your bases. No, we're actually stepping up. Actually going to bomb a lot more, right,
That is
Pete?
overwhelming force applied with precision. And again, today will be the largest strike package yet, just like yesterday was. As I've said from day one, our capabilities continue to build, Iran's continue to degrade. We're hunting and striking death and destruction from above.
Right. So now the question you're asking, with all this death and destruction from above, the Lord cometh. Should we be buying the first dip, or are you guys gonna buy the second? Especially when Goldman Sachs is setting up. If you guys have terminal, it's only like $20,000 a month right here. It's real nice. Goldman Sachs offers private hedge fund a way to short their competition. This at the same time, stocks haven't bottomed yet. This is coming in from an analyst, you guys, right there. He knows. Ooh, rolling recession. I didn't know we were. Sir, I did not know we were in a recession. And how do you know that the stock market go down? It's so funny when you have analysts and strategists and dude who invests. Even this, the invest thing, just like makes literal 0 sense. Actually, literally, you never have to use that word. It doesn't. You always delete it. The sentence still same thing. Gold, the hedge. What's going on? For geopolitical instability crashing. This makes no sense at all. Oh, hey, look, kids, it's a chart. Didn't I show you this yesterday? That's why you subscribed. And I said it was going to go down. And voila, the crowd goes wild. It continues to go down. And you say, well, I'll just buy lower because I've been holding the top forever. And it just continues, the love continues to go back, give back by you having the opportunity to buy the ninth dip. Actually just refreshed this line. And I said, guys, you can't break this. It was like zinc right there. And here's the craziest thing. I have not changed anything from yesterday. It hit that red line. Ta-da! Which you don't want to break that either. Then you go down to the next red line. So then you could buy lower. And after it breaks that red line, it goes here to the 200. Well, then I can buy lower. Why don't you just buy here where I said this is where I'm going to accumulate again? It's that weird thing with commodities. Buy low, because gold's not going away. Silver's not going away. Sell high. But when I sell, everyone gets mad. Everyone gets mad when I sell my precious metals. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just take loans against them, and which is actually smarter. Because if you sell, this is what the rich teach their children, you never sell your assets. You always collect them, and then you take loans against them. I mean, you're what, 3%? Beats 55%. Why Elon Musk and all these people, they don't sell their shares because they know if I sell $1 million, 10 million, it's a taxable event. Now you got to pay 38%. Why not say, hey, bank, my shares, again, this is why you subscribe. I'm going to teach you what I've taught my children. I teach university and people that are millionaires, friends of mine that are billionaires that teach me this. And I pass it along to you. If Elon, again, I'll go back, and I'm trying to take a simple number, $1 million. If he sells that, that would be 38%, okay? That's federal. And then let's say he lived in California, that'd be 15%. That's over 52%, 3? I'm not good at that LA Unified math. Really? You want that? You have to lose half of it. Or you can go to your bank, and I've taught you this, and say, hey, I want a loan. I have $1 million worth of stock. And they're like, oh, sure, here's $1 million. Really? And you use that money to buy more assets. I know a lot of you are like, well, you got to pay it back. What, at 3%? SOFR was actually 0 at some point. Some people are paying negative. You can talk to your accountant about that. I believe you can even expense that. Now, again, this is for the rich. This is what the rich do. My job is to get you there. So if you're wondering why I have this up, sorry. Like, that's not a story. If you can't find things, I have a screener. As you can see, it's the last chance. Run it and it gives you all the trades. What is that? $2 a day. That's good. So let's say with this, you took out the short, you're like, okay, what do I do now? Because you wait for the next setup, which the next setup on gold is going to be a Head and Shoulders. Maybe not. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm like, I'm done with that. Oh, and then how's Bitcoin? Oh, you guys are back up to 70. You were at 69. That's a big fluster cluck. And then what I trade every single morning, as you can see, look at all this blue, and those are all buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. I usually don't have this up, but yep, every day. Every day, my digits go up. And here, I will help you with this. Let me just turn on my indicator. So this was the last swing trade of the day. Beat down. Those purple. One close above the Bravo 9. And if you don't know how to do this, I have hundreds of videos, you step by step from, I taught this in junior high, high school, college. Look, trading on autopilot, because this one's AI. You actually can click it and forget it. But you know me, I'm a little controlling. Also, I have to, this is on sale for $2.99. It's 2 courses, my bear market course, which you've now entered a lot of stonks. This has to go back to $3.99. Today, I just left it on sale for way too long. Look at the swing. I don't want to promise you, but tell me, it just rinse and repeat. Beat down, you put in a buy, it goes purple. You can take profit anywhere you want. You could be a greedy little piggy, hog. This purple, you're just like, should I? Definitely wait till it closes below here, right here. This is below the Bravo 9. But even at the top, you see this is top. Just get out, Bob. Don't swing it down. Don't even sweat it. These are the setups. And then you take 228.75. Happened in 15 minutes. So for everyone's like, oh my gosh, I had to sit there forever. On one contract. This is it. Hold on. Let's see. What one? 4,575. Boy, it paid for that $299 course now, didn't it? And if you think you've missed anything, you haven't. Okay? We just are now cracking the 200-day moving average. And again, if you can't find anything, like I give you software, also give you click it and forget it. This, if you measure this going across, you measure this down. Voila. This is your lovely S&P 500, your NASDAQ, all the buy and hold. Look at how much money I've made. You see, kids? I'm in the market. It's better than timing the market. I mean, the two things you could start doing right now, grabbing the swing. You see, swing. Oh, this is how it always is. Or if you're an investor, you turn on indicators like this is the lowest it's going. And you could buy, not this. This is no good. You lose your money, and I don't want to see you do that. Also, I don't want to see you paying more for my course. Pinky promise, I am raising the price. Even if you were to do it one day a week, you're actually solving problems, also known as your wife's spending habits. And imagine what this is going to do to your marriage. You're welcome. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.